You're eating less, you're working out more, but the scale has not budged in weeks. And you're starting to wonder, hey, is it my fault? Well, I'm here to tell you today that it's not your fault, and it's probably not your effort either. As an internal medicine physician, I've seen hundreds of patients in the exact same situations. I can tell you there are specific reasons your body's fighting back, and it has nothing to do with your willpower. Today, I'm going over 7 different reasons why you're having trouble losing weight. Reasons your doctor may not be able to go over with you in their small 15-minute appointment. My name is Dr. Jaspreet Singh. I'm a board-certified internal medicine physician. I worked as a hospitalist in skilled nursing facilities, as a home visiting doctor. And I've seen firsthand what happens when the weight struggles go unaddressed, especially if something that could have been caught much earlier. And a study published in 2024 in the Journal of Health Sciences which showed that only 20% of overweight individuals were able to lose and maintain their weight. Now, they defined this as losing 10% of your body weight and maintaining that weight loss for at least a year. They reported things such as hormone imbalances, sleep habits, and medication as some of the underreported causes of not being able to lose weight. Reason number 1, your thyroid is working against you. Now, thyroid is a butterfly-shaped small gland in your neck that helps regulate your metabolism, the rate at which the body burns calories. Now, when the level of thyroid hormone is low in your body in a condition called hypothyroidism, it can dramatically slow your metabolic rate. This can lead to weight gain and frustrations with not losing weight even when you're doing everything right. Now, warning signs for low thyroid or hypothyroidism include sensitivity to cold, constipation, dry skin, and weight gain. Now, the scary part is millions of people have something called subclinical hyperthyroidism, which means their TSH level is slightly off, but not enough to ring alarm bells. So if you haven't had your thyroid checked recently, or if you're a woman over 40, get your thyroid checked. Especially get TSH, free T4, and free T3. Don't just take a normal TSH result for face value. Reason number 2, you're already insulin resistant. Now, insulin is a hormone in the body that tells our cells to start absorbing sugar from the bloodstream. When the cells stop responding to this insulin, your body's gonna compensate by producing more and more insulin. When the insulin levels go up, it's gonna lead to more fat storage, especially around your belly. And it's gonna make it almost impossible for you to lose any weight. Insulin resistance is also a precursor to type 2 diabetes. Now, according to the CDC stats reports from 2021, 97.6 million Americans, or 1 in 3 Americans, have prediabetes. And 80% of the people don't even know they have prediabetes. And this number in 2026 is up to 115 million. So a lot of these people don't realize they have prediabetes and they're trying to lose weight and having a hard time losing weight and don't understand why. So if you feel like you may be struggling from insulin resistance, ask your doctor for a fasting insulin level. That way they can calculate something called a HOMA-IR, which uses the fasting glucose and the fasting insulin level to figure out if you have insulin resistance. This is much more revealing than just having a fasting glucose level. Reason number 3 is you're not sleeping enough, and this is causing havoc on your metabolism. This one is a surprise to a lot of people. Just because you're feeling tired doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're gonna gain weight, right? Well, not necessarily. When you don't sleep enough, not only are you tired, but the body is gonna compensate. It's gonna increase ghrelin, which is the hormone for hunger in the body. It's gonna decrease leptin, which is the hormone that tells us body when we're full. What is this gonna cause? It's gonna make you feel hungrier, and then you're never gonna feel satisfied when you eat food. It's gonna lead to more intake and harder to lose weight. But it goes deeper than just appetite. The study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology showed that even just a few hours of sleep less per week can decrease your insulin sensitivity. Your cortisol, which is a stress hormone, pattern is going to be disrupted. Your cortisol level is going to be higher at night, which leads to fat accumulation around the belly. The recommendation is always sleeping to 7 to 9 hours per night, not 6 and not 5. If that is not fitting your schedule, you're always going to be swimming upstream with your weight loss efforts. Reason number 4, chronic stress is keeping you in a fat storage mode. Now, if you're always under stress, and let's be honest, in today's world, most of us are always under stress. Your body's adrenal gland is going to be producing cortisol around the clock. Cortisol is a fight or flight hormone. Now, it's good to have in the short term, but if it's chronically elevated for a long period of time, your body is always in a stress state. It's going to tell your body to hold on to the fat storage, especially around your organs, because it's thinking that you're always in danger. Cortisol also increases your cravings for high calorie and high sugar foods. It's not really your willpower, it's more so the hormone dictating kind of what you're eating at this point. It's also going to impair your liver's ability to regulate blood sugar. This is going to lead to a cycle of weight gain and insulin resistance. If you're under physical, emotional, or work stress all the time, your body is not going to be in a fat burning mode. Address the underlying stress through sleep, movement, therapy, or setting boundaries, and the weight loss will become much more achievable. Reason number 5 that a lot of people don't even talk about is your medications could be causing your weight gain. There are a lot of commonly prescribed medications that have a side effect of weight gain, and your prescriber may not have even mentioned it to you. The biggest culprits of this includes antidepressants, antipsychotics like olanzapine, quetiapine, beta blocker commonly used for blood pressure and heart diseases, antihistamine medication like Benadryl, Zyrtec that a lot of people commonly use, oral corticosteroids like prednisone or hydrocortisone, and diabetic medications like insulin and sulfonylureas. Now, this by far is not even a complete list of all the medications that can cause weight gain. The reason I bring this up really is to be more aware of what you're taking. So if you started having struggles with your weight around the time you start a new medication, it could be the medication contributing to you having struggles with your weight loss. Now, this also does not mean you should stop the medication right away. Talk to your doctor, have a dialogue with them. There could be an alternative for the same condition that does not have a side effect of weight gain. It's just a measure of being aware of what you're taking and understanding the side effects and talking to your doctor and coming to understanding together. Reason number 6, your gut biome is out of balance. Now, your gut has trillions of bacteria that help you absorb and store energy from the food that you're eating. Now, there's emerging research showing that people who don't have a good diversity or balance of their gut bacteria, which can happen mainly from processed foods, taking a lot of antibiotics, lack of fiber, they tend to actually absorb more energy and nutrients from their food and store it as fat. Now, imbalance in the gut bacteria can also cause inflammation throughout your body, can impair the blood sugar regulation of your body, can also impair the signaling between your gut and your brain that tells your body when you're full. The foods that feed a healthy gut bacteria are simple: fiber-rich vegetables, legumes, fermented foods, and whole grains. Ultra-processed foods are going to be destroying your gut bacteria. Now, this is a growing area of research, so there's not a lot of clinical interventions for this yet, but we do understand that eating fiber-rich, not as much processed foods is gonna maintain a healthy gut and maintain a good metabolic function for your body. Reason number 7, metabolic adaptation. Your body basically has recalibrated itself against you. Now, this is a topic that's not talked much in weight loss medicine. When you restrict your calories or you are in a calorie deficit for a long sustained period of time, your body is just not going to keep losing weight. It's going to start to adapt. It's going to lower your metabolic rate, which is the amount of calories you're burning just by sitting down, not doing any activity. That's going to allow the body to hold on to the weight and not lose it. This is called adaptive thermogenesis. What this means practically is the calorie deficit that you started when you first started your diet is not going to be as effective 8 weeks later because your metabolism has slowed down because the body is adapting. The solution isn't to eat even less. That's actually going to make it worse. It's to strategize and vary your intake and have diet breaks, and then pair that with strength training, building muscle, and then recalculating your calorie target as your body is changing. So here it is, the 7 reasons your body is resisting weight loss. As like I said before, none of them are your fault. It's just recognizing them, and a lot of them are easily fixable. If you're experiencing any of this, I want you to write it down. Take it with you to your next doctor's appointment. Talk to your doctor about your thyroid levels, your fasting insulin levels, your fasting glucose levels, and if you started any new medications around the time you're having struggles with your weight loss. You deserve a doctor that takes you seriously and goes over all these things with you thoroughly. If this video was helpful, please subscribe, hit the like button, helps the channel grow. I post evidence-based content that helps you understand your body inside and out. And drop a comment below listing which of the 7 reasons you thought was the most surprising. I read every one of those comments. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.